It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
On play action, now Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Kamara up the middle.
Byron Young, the one there defensively. The Saints at 4-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
Again, it's Johnson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
He hits Adams complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid gain there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Steps away. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember, the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Carr. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, it's Carr. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Olave holds it in.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now Carr. And the Raiders have got him.
Christian Wilkins
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Being chased out left. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's 2nd and 10.
Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick him.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. Brought down by Willie Gay.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Touchdown! Davante Adams, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw his Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carr now on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Throwing now is Carr. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Carr, got to have this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Carr to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Las Vegas,
it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.